Hello, my dearest darlings. Stella here, diving straight into a tale so delectable, it'll have you unframing your masterpieces tonight. Are you ready? This one's called The Art Collector's Velvet Secret. And buckle up because it gets juicy. It all starts with a character we'll call Isabella, a vibrant, ambitious art curator in her mid-30s, effortlessly enchanting with her sharp wit and enigma-worthy emerald eyes. Isabella's been on the fast track to becoming the most sought-after curator in her city. But of course, darling, what's ambition without a hint of scandal? At an auction house on a rainy Tuesday night, Isabella is minding her business, flipping through notes aimed at securing a lovely piece of 17th century portraiture, when she meets him, Alistair Hartman. Who is Alistair, you ask? Tall, graying in that charming salt and pepper way, and with a reputation as a daring and rather scandalous art collector. He's the kind of man whose presence tightens the atmosphere of any room. Let's just say he doesn't need Wi-Fi for people to pick up his signal. Alistair isn't just any attendee of the auction. He's seated mysteriously at the back, swirled in designer threads and undeniable intrigue. One glance between him and Isabella ignites sparks that could practically set off museum alarms. But oh, our dear Isabella is far too professional to let her feelings wander, right? Or so she thinks. As the auction closes, securing her prized portrait, she finds herself distracted by the unmistakable warm timbre of Alistair's voice behind her. "Remarkable choice, Isabella," he says, managing to make her name sound like the first line of a love sonnet. And when she turns to respond, his lingering gaze warns her, this is no ordinary collector. This is someone who'll transform her world. Fast forward to Isabella, receiving an invite to Alistair's private gallery. A velvet envelope sits on her desk, the heavy kind of stationery you imagine royalty would waste no money on. Inside lies an invitation stamped with a wax seal and capped off with an enchanting promise. A personal peek into his famously secretive collection. Isabella is skeptical, yet undeniably curious. Wouldn't you be? And oh, friends, Alistair's gallery? The word opulent hardly does justice. Painted ceilings, rows of antique sculptures, and walls that whisper extravagance. But it's not the mundane treasures that leave Isabella breathless. No, no. He leads her to his mirrored salon, a room bathing in golden candlelight that mirrors everything but secrets. There, the pièce de résistance awaits, a massive oil painting titled The Velvet Mistress. The artwork is sensual, alluring, and shockingly intimate. Alistair intentionally waits, giving her time to soak in the crimson texture of the velvet the muse draped herself in. That's right. You already know the forbidden energy weaving through this tale, don't you? The muse? A spitting image of Isabella, down to her piercing green eyes. How does Alistair justify owning this? Well, darlings, wouldn't you like to know? A mere coincidence, he softly claims, and moves the conversation forward, though his smirk says otherwise. And because this story doesn't stop itself from overloading on charm, somewhere between art critique and champagne toasts, tension brews thick. Isabel and our velvet-eyed Alistair knock back secrets, recalling how, as risky as it sounds, they may have actually crossed paths unknowingly years before at an obscure art event in Venice. Their interactions layer subtly less and respectfully intrigue-building enough, until Stella drops cliffhanger playfully rumimantes, leaving audience-gripping understanding awaits disbelief. Tale unravelingly spiraling steamy series. Truthful bridge nowhere. Yako more.